Hello friends, welcome to Study Make Education channel. Today we are going to discuss about multiple choice question for mechanical engineering. So let's start. Thermal efficiency of power plant is option A, product of turbine efficiency, boiler efficiency and generator efficiency. Option A is our right answer. Over here Rankine cycle efficiency is also related with power plant, but right answer is option A. Now let's discuss some important fact about Carnot cycle. Carnot cycle mainly consists of four processes: isothermal expansion, isentropic expansion, isothermal compression and isentropic compression. Mainly PV diagram and TS diagram both are also important for interview perspective. Normally Carnot cycle is used to compare other cycle. If any inventor claim about his engine, so we can check his claim by comparing his engine with Carnot cycle. We can also write this T1 minus T2 divided by T1 into 100. Now let's move to the next question. T1 is high and T2 is low temperature of Carnot heat engine. Which is the most efficient way to increase efficiency? Option B is the right answer. Now let's see how B is the right answer. As we know, T1 minus T2 divided by T1. So if we put value over here, 50 minus 40 divided by 50, so we have 10 by 50 and our answer is 20% efficiency. Now if we want to increase efficiency, so we have to decrease this value. Let's see, 50 minus 30 and 50, so we have 20 divided by 50, so we have 40% efficiency. So as we can see, if we want to increase efficiency, we have to decrease value of T2. So right answer is option B. Now let's move to the next question. The area of PV diagram for a Carnot cycle represent. Option C is the right answer, work done. Over here in PV diagram of Carnot cycle, the shaded portion is a work done area. Well, this portion indicate work done. Over here our right answer is option C. Now let's move to the next question. Carnot cycle has maximum efficiency for reversible engine. For this statement is also very important. Carnot cycle has maximum efficiency for reversible engine. According to Carnot theorem, reversible engine will always have a greater efficiency than irreversible engine. Let's discuss one numerical. This type of question are very favorite for paper setter. Let's see. An inventor claims a thermal engine operates between ocean layers 27 degrees Celsius and 10 degrees Celsius. It produces 10 kilowatt and discharge 9900 kilojoule per minute. We have to check such type of claim are right or wrong. So let's check the conclusion first. Actual efficiency is more than Carnot cycle efficiency, which is impossible. So let's see. Over here Carnot cycle efficiency means 1 minus T2 by T1. So our T2 is 10 degrees Celsius plus 273, we have 283 Kelvin, and T1 means 27 degrees Celsius plus 273, we have 300 Kelvin. So right answer is 5.66%. This is our Carnot cycle efficiency. Now actual efficiency for new engine 1 minus Q2 by Q1, and over here our Q2 is 10 kilowatt and Q1 is 9900 kilojoule per minute. So we have to convert this unit into kilowatt. So kilojoule per minute, so we have to convert this into kilojoule per second. So 60, so here we have to divide this by 60. So this will convert into kilowatt and our answer is 6.06. Well, actual efficiency is more than Carnot cycle efficiency, which is impossible. So the claim of inventor is wrong, and right answer is option A. Maximum temperature in a gas turbine is under of, well, this is the factual question. 600 degrees Celsius and 900 degrees Celsius is the right answer. Turbine blades are made up of, right answer is nickel alloy, because this type of alloy can withstand with high temperature. So nickel alloy will used in turbine blade. Intercooling is done in a multi-stage compressor. Right answer is option D, to minimize compression work. Here we can see the unit of intercooler with fin. So this type of unit will fit between these two piston cylinder arrangement. So this will help to minimize compression work. Nowadays modified intercooler are used in a factory. In this, small tubes are given by the manufacturer, so wind can pass through this tunnel, and this will help to minimize compression work. During expansion in a steam turbine, entropy will remain same, so option D is the right answer. Entropy will not change. General gas equation can be expressed as PV is equal to mRT. Now let's discuss some important fact related to this question. In polytropic process, PV is raised to n is equal to constant. Now if we take n is equal to infinite, then we have PV is equal to constant. This polytropic process is termed as constant volume process. If we take n is equal to 1, then we have isothermal process. If we take n is equal to 0, then we have constant pressure process. If we take n is equal to 1.4, then we have adiabatic process. So remember this. Entropy is expressed as a function of pressure and temperature. Fuel pulverization is done for better combustion. Purpose of choke in a car is to start in a cold weather, because when we apply choke, it will stop the entry of air, and due to this only rich fuel will enter into the combustion chamber. So this will help to start in a cold weather. For hydrostatic bearing, option B is the right answer. Pressurized external oil supply made. Another is hydrodynamic bearing. Okay, hydrodynamic bearing is slightly different from hydrostatic bearing. In hydrostatic bearing, external pressure is required to maintain thin oil film between journal and the bearing. As we can see, tiny holes are given by the manufacturer to maintain pressure between journal and bearing. But in hydrodynamic bearing, there is no external pressure is required. All thin film of oil will generate by itself in such type of bearing. Now let's move to the next question. If both pinion and gear are made up of same material, then which of the following decides design procedure? Option B is the right answer. Pinion is the determinant factor. Pinion and gear both are made up of same material. Over here, cost effectiveness is also very important parameter. If we put a pinion in a harder form, then this will damage the gear, and to change the gear is very costly. So pinion is the determining factor. Our next question is, life of ball bearings is expressed as option A, number of hours in a service. Let's discuss the equation. L10 indicate basic rating life millions of revolution. C indicates basic dynamic load rating in Newton. P indicate equivalent dynamic bearing load in Newton, and in raised to this value and exponent of life equation. For ball bearing we have to take 3, and for roller bearing we have to take 10 by 3. The advantage offered by welded joint compared to riveted joint are lower cost, leak proof joint, less time consuming. All the options are right. Cavitation can take place in case of Francis turbine and centrifugal turbine. Here we can see the effect of cavitation on turbine blade. The overall efficiency of turbine, as we know that efficiency means output by input. So here we know that power at the shaft, which is our output, and power at the inlet of turbine, which is our input. So option C is the right answer. Manometer is a device used for measuring pressure at a point in a fluid. In this 3 diagram, in first diagram we can see the end is closed. In second diagram the end is open, but atmospheric pressure is high. In third diagram our end is open, but atmospheric pressure is lower than gas pressure. Reynolds number, it is known as dimensionless number. Dimensionless number are obtained by dividing the inertia force by viscous force, gravity force, pressure force, surface tension and elastic force. In this question our right answer is option D. Let's discuss another dimension number. Rod number means inertia force by gravity force. Euler's number means inertia force by pressure force. Weber number means inertia force by surface tension force. And Mach number means inertia force by elastic force. These dimensionless number are very important for all exams. A flow is said to be laminar when the fluid particle moves in a layer parallel to the boundary. The ratio of heat flow for two walls having same thickness but one having thermal conductivity thrice of the other. Our right answer is option B. Let's discuss. Q1 is equal to K1 A1 dt by dx, and the ratio of heat flow means Q2 we can write over here K1 K2 A2 dt by dx. Here we have same thickness, so we can, and all other parameter we can cancel out. We have Q1 divided by Q2 is equal to K1 divided by K2. As per the question, K1 is equal to thrice K2 because thermal conductivity thrice of the other. So we can put this value over here. We have Q1 divided by Q2, 3K2 divided by K2. We can cancel this value. This is K2 and we have 3 by 1. So we can write 3 gem 1. So our right answer is option B. Now let's move next question. Well, this is the end of the video. So press like button and also give comments. Your feedbacks are very important. Share this video with your friends, and if you have any query then contact me with studymakeeducation@gmail.com. Thank you and God bless you.